Yeah, hi guys, Peter back for yet another video. This is an update video. I'm going to do AC/DC studio albums ranked. Now, I've done AC/DC a lot on my channel, many different sort of videos, but this is going to be an update. 16 international studio albums. We're going to do the international ones. So it should be interesting. There might be a couple of changes within the list, but up here and there, but not that much different. But here we go. I promised this update a while back and it should be interesting. So get ready and please, everyone, put your list down below and subscribe and all those things. Got many more videos coming up too, but I wanted to get this one done today. So here we go. Number 16, I went for, from 2014, I went for Rock or Bust. It's decent. I mean, of course, Stevie Young was in for Malcolm on this album. And of course, they had the rest of the guys there, of course, on this album. Angus, Brian, Cliff, and Phil. Yeah, it's got its moments. That's what I'll say about it. It's got its moments. I like, I'll just go through the songs. Rock or Bust, an okay song for me. Play Ball a bit better for me. A bit of a commercial feel, Rock the Blues Away. Quite like that one. Misadventures, just average for me. Love Dogs of War. Love that song. That's probably my second favourite song on the album. Got some Rock and Roll Thunder, just okay. Hard Times, just okay. Baptism by Fire, my favourite. Love that one. Rock the House, not a bad tune. Don't mind it sometimes. Sweet Candy's okay. Mission Control's not too bad, but just really doesn't, that's that lenticular cover there. Just really not fully rounded for me. Just got two or three great ones mixed in with a lot of just average songs for me. So that's why it's number 16. Rock or Bust, AC/DC 2014. Next one, number 15, which used to be my least favourite album, actually, quite a long time ago. I went for 1995's Ball Breaker. Quite a good cover, that one, of Angus there. Go for the songs. Hard as a Rock, I thought was a pretty good AC/DC standard single. Really like Cover You in Orbit. The lyrics are very cheesy, but I think the tune itself is, I find it rather catchy. Quite a good song. The Fear are not too bad. Boogeyman I quite like. It's got that slow part but I quite like it. Some people I've heard not big on that song, but I quite like it. The Honey Roll's a bit longer. They rock out a bit. Quite a good song. Burning Lives, a catchy tune. Hail Caesar, okay. Love Bomb, okay. Caught with Your Pants Down. Bit me on the mediocre side. Don't mind Whiskey on the Rocks, and the best song for me is the title track, which is a great song, which really goes off well live when I saw him on this tour. Ball Breaker, the title track. So, yeah, decent AC/DC fare, I guess, but coming at number 15 for me, 1995's Ball Breaker. Okay, now number 14, I went for grab it out of the pile. There's quite a lot of albums here. Here's number 14. From year 2000, Stiff Upper Lip. I like the cover. That's a good... the songs, 12 tracks were on this. Stiff Upper Lip, I love that song. Great. I think it's one of the best songs they did for a while. Quite like Meltdown. House of Jazz, okay. Hold Me Back, okay. Quite like Safe in New York City. Can't Stand Still's not too bad. Got the same sort of vibe throughout the song. Not too bad. Can't Stop Rock and Roll, okay. Satellite Blues, good song. I like Damned quite a bit. Come and Get It's good. All Screwed Ups is one of the best on here. Give It Up's a good tune, but Yeah, a bit more consistent than the other two for me. A bit more consistent, just not up to that classic status, but a pretty decent release by the guys. Number 14 from the year 2000, Stiff Upper Lip. Number 13, I went for this album, 2020's Power Up, the last album. I liked it better than Rock or Bust, to tell you the truth. I think it was a bit more consistent. They had a bit more. The songs were a little better in some of the cases. Realize I quite like Rejection's a bit average. I like Shot in the Dark. Always did when I first heard it. Pretty good choice for a single. I love Through the Mist of Time. It's got that, what do you call it, melancholy vibe to it. Really like that one. Kick You When You're Down is a song I didn't like at first, but has grown on me a lot. Which is spelled the same. It's quite grown on me a little bit over the since this album was released. I love Demon Fire. I think it's a really good track, one of the best on the album. Next to a bit lower standard, Wild Reputation, No Man's Land, like Systems Down, and particularly Money Shot, and a good finish with Code Red. But again, a good album, I would say, a good album without being. I don't think it's a great album, but I think it's a good effort by the guys this late in the career. 2020's Power Up at number 13. Number 12, an album which I've got a bit of time for. Here it is here. 2008's Black Ice at number 12, yep. Quite a long album for AC/DC, 15 tracks, 55 minutes or so, and it was put on a double vinyl. Have the CD too, but this is the double vinyl. I liked Rock and Roll Train when I first heard it. I thought it was a really catchy rocker. Skies on Fire is a bit average for me. I like Big Jack and particularly Anything Goes, but it's very commercial, that song. It's got a pop feel to it, but it's got that good catchiness, sing-along vibe to it. So I like that one. War Machine's a good rocker. Smash and Grab's okay. Spoiling for a Fight's okay. Wheels is okay. Decibel I quite liked from back in the day. Stormy Mayday, it's a little bit different. Quite like it. She Likes Rock and Roll. Okay. Money Made. That's a bit better. I quite like that song. Got a good feel to it. Rock and Roll Dream. Okay. Rockin' All the Way. Okay. Black Ice, the title track, particularly good. One of the better ones on there. Along with Anything Goes and Rock and Roll Train, and War Machine, of course. But this did have a bit more consistency to it, although, excuse me, with the 15 tracks, you're gonna, if it's not, it has to be good all the way through, which it isn't because it's over 15 tracks. You might get a bit of filler on an album with that many tracks, and that's the case. There is a bit of filler, but I think there's quite a few really good ones on here by the guys. So that's number 12, Black Ice. Now, number 11 from, I've got a CD of this, haven't got that one. 1988's Blow Up Your Video. When this came out, I loved it. I thought it was really great. I think this is a very good album by them. I loved Heat Seeker when it came out. I just thought that it was a great rocking tune. That's the way I rock and roll. That's the way I want to rock and roll. I like that too. Not as much as Heat Seeker, but I did like it. And they were the two singles. I did videos for those back in the day, back in 1980. I remember clearly when those came out. Mean Streak's got a good riff, really good tune. Go Zone, I never was big on, but I like it better these days. For some reason, I don't know. I just like it better these days. Kiss and Dynamite's a good rocker. Nick of Time's good. Some Sin for Nothing's got that slow driving riff to it. Good tune. Rough Stuff's particularly good. Two's Up. And This Means War is a very good rocker to finish. I like the ending with This Means War. Very good album, but they've done a lot of really good albums. But this comes in at number 11. Blow Up Your Video. Number 10, top 10 now. I went for Fly on the Wall. Got a bit of time for this album. I just scraped into my top 10. His vocals, Brian Johnson, seem very buried in the mix a little bit, but it's not the greatest produced album, but it has got some really cracking hard rockers on here. Fly on the Wall, that's a great song, a great title track. Love Shake Your Foundations. Now, First Blood is a really pumping, driving track. When I first heard this, I wasn't really big on it back in the day, but over the years, it's really become one of my favorites from the album. A lot of people don't like Danger. I quite like Danger. I think it's a good song. I love Sink the Pink. So pretty good album. Might tail off a bit on the second side. Like Playing with Girls. Stand Up's a little weaker. Probably the worst song on here for me, Stand Up. Hell or High Waters, Packs a Punch. Back in Business, okay. Sent for the Man, okay. So pretty good, but it wasn't that well received at the time. I remember it just didn't take the world by storm or anything, but I always liked it for its rawness. Self-produced, of course, like another album which we will talk about. But had some really good moments that I enjoyed on it. Yeah, number 10, Fly on You. Well, got a bit of time for this album. Fly on the Wall at number 10. Number 9, I got this one, a bit more commercial feel to this one, but from, I forgot to say, A Fly on the Wall is from 1985. This one is 1990s, The Razor's Edge. At number 9. Now, a famous song on here is Thunderstruck. A really song I always liked. Would I say it's overrated? Maybe a touch overrated compared to some of the other tracks, but still a good tune. I love Fire Your Guns. I love the pace of it. It's got a good, it really rocks along at a great pace. Money Talks is a great song. I like the opening, how it starts off. The guitar in that one, a really good track. The Razor's Edge, a bit of a dark feel, but really one of the standouts on it. Could nearly be my favourite on here. It's close, but I like The Razor's Edge as a song. I think it's really good. Mistress for Christmas, a little bit hilarious, but it's okay. Rock Your Heart Out's good, a good rocker. But I find that the first half is much stronger than, it's a bit front heavy. The front of the album is very much stronger than the back half. But there are some good songs on the back half. Are You Ready, which they did a video for. Got You by the Balls, a slow riffing song. Shot of Love, bit more up-tempo. Let's Make It, it's a bit on the monotonous side. Goodbye and Good Riddance to Bad Luck, okay. If You're There, not too bad. So it's very much front-loaded. I mean, the front is quite a good few tracks on there, well-known songs, but the side 2 falls away a bit, but I reckon it's a good album anyhow. Number 9, The Razor's Edge. Number 8, I thought about putting this higher. 1981's for those about to rock. We Salute You. Love this. The album's from here, 8 to 1, which is half the catalogue. Really great stuff. Really prime AC/DC. I consider. The rest of them I got great songs within those albums, but from here on in, this was always going to be my top 8. These albums, the first, which are the first 8 albums actually. Going back to the album, for those about to rock, a great anthemic track. They always close shows with this. Rightly so. With the Cannons, it just goes off a storm. Put the Finger on You. Very catchy song. Could have had, as I said, guys, could have had this album higher. Let's Get It Up. Love that. I love Inject the Venom too, and I love Snowball, which is very underrated. Very rocking track. Very underrated. Evil Walks, I used to be not big on, but grown over me. I like it much better now. And there's a few songs like that in the catalogue. CAD, not too bad a track. Okay. Breaking the Rules is good. Night of the Long Knives is good. Spellbound, bit slower song, but particularly good. But You could say this album, the front is a bit stronger than the back too, I guess, but it's a bit front loaded. But this is a very, very good album. I could have had this higher. I really love this one. Really love this one. Number 8, for those about to rock, we salute you. Top 7. Number 7. Gone for this one. 1976, which was a compilation of the first 2 Australian albums, which international, their first international, international debut. High Voltage, could have had this higher again. Just a killer album from start to finish. A great album. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. What can you say? It's an anthemic rock and roll singer, very much telling Bond's, a story of Bond's life in a way. The Jack, very hilarious, good song. Live Wire, cracking song. TNT, great song. So everywhere you look, Can't Sit Next to You Girl, great song. Little Lover and She's Got Balls, and High Voltage. Well, full of classics. They could have even been higher, but they got a lot of albums. I consider this a really strong release. Really strong release. Number 7. Really great album, this one. Number 7. High Voltage. Number 6. Some people might have this higher. Now, I must confess there's a bit of, which is not really fair, but it's a bit of a burnout factor with this. I used to play this constantly back in the day. Let There Be Rock, 1977, number 6. Great cover. That's the international cover, of course. Go Down. I never loved it. I thought it was a good song. The vocals are, as you can guess by the title. Dog Eat Dog. The lyrics, sorry. Dog Eat Dog, really good song. Let There Be Rock, that's a classic, no question about it. A magical tune. Bad Boy Boogie, a really good song. I like the live version better though. I like the If You Want Blood, You've Got It live album version. Problem Child's a great riff, a great song. Overdose. Problem Child was on the Dirty Deeds album as well, but this is it was on the international Let There Be Rock. Overdose, Hidden Gem, a great song. Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, good, excellent song. A Whole Lot of Rosie, it's a classic as well. So there's a couple of cuttings. It's just a little bit of the burnout factor on this one for me, but I find that outside of Overdose, Whole Lot of Rosie, and Let There Be Rock, it's just a little bit of a drop down in how good the songs are, but it's still a classic album. Love this one. Number 6, Let There Be Rock. Okay, guys, number 5. The most underrated album for me, 1983's Flick of the Switch. Yes, it made my top 5. And I'll stick to that because I've always championed this album. I've always been behind this album from day one because I just think, for me, the second best Brian Johnson album and 5th overall. I do like that cover. It's like a pencil sketching thing. Angus put at the altar there. 10 cracking tracks, self-produced, just bone-crunching tracks on here. And you'll never hear these songs making many lists of people, song lists or anything, but it's from start to finish, it just rips along. Rising Power, it's just awesome. This Is House on Fire, cracking song. Flick of the Switch, title track, what do you say, great song. Love Nervous Shakedown, slowed down, but really good song. Landslide's frenetic, fast tune. Guns for Hire, great song. Deep in the Hole, it was probably one of the lesser liked ones by myself, but I think it fits in well with the album. Bedlam in Belgium's a great one. Badlands is great. Brain Shake's okay, but really a lot of great tunes on here, and it really rips. Really, their most underrated album for me, most definitely. Number 5, Flick of the Switch, and I have no qualms about putting this in my top 5. Not many people over there. I know some people would, but not everyone. This one I felt I had, because of the history of it with me, I had to have it in high up. Now, probably the Australian version is better, but because it's got Jailbreak. But this is the Internet's 1976 International Dirty Deeds. Number 4, really great album, this one. Really great album. Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, great song. Love at First Feel was only a single here in Australia, but it fits well on the album. I think it's a really good song. Big balls, clever lyrically, very good song. Really like that. Rocker, very frenetic song. Was on TNT originally. Great song. Problem Child, love that. Always have. There's going to be some rocking. I liked it. Always liked it. There's ain't no fun waiting around to be a millionaire. Bit longer. It's they stretch out a bit musically. It's got a long sort of instrumental passage in it, but it is a great song. And the lyrics, Vintage Bond, right on one of their great, not many of them is there, but like a slow, lamenting, melancholy, bluesy sort of track, which just a great song. Great, a top 5 song for me for sure. And Squealer is a great rocker to end things. So yeah, great album. Number 4, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. Now top 3 has always been my top 3, but there is a little change because I really have trouble what to put it to and what to put it 3. But this time I'm going to go 3, Highway to Hell. 1979, Mutt Lange came on board. Great album. Highway to Hell, anthemic song, wonderful song. Girls Got Rhythm, I like it. A lot of people like it better than me. I still like it a lot. Walk All Over You, bone crushing song, really great song. Touch Too Much, bit more of a commercial feel. You could see the Mutt Lange influence there, but very catchy tune, very catchy. Beating Around the Bush, good rocking song. Shot Down in Flames, really good. Get It Hot, good song, little weaker, but good song. If You Want Blood, You've Got It, wonderful track. Love Hungry Man, decent without being great. Night Prowler's a great finish though, but many people, including myself, hold this down as a classic album, and rightly so. 1979's Highway to Hell at number 3. So this one has moved up from 3 to 2, and it's 1978's Power Age. Wonderful album. Just great lyrics. Bon at his best lyrically. Rock and Roll Damnation. Great song, that one. Great song. Down Payment Blues. The riff from Malcolm and the playing from Angus is just immense in this. Great song. Give Me a Bullet. A bit of a more commercial vibe, but still got a lot of oomph to it. Great song. Riff Raff. Amazing track. It's even probably a little bit better on the live album, but it's amazing here also. Sin City, love the lead part in the middle and lyrics and the riff, the whole everything about it. Great. What's Next to the Moon, underrated. It is a very catchy tune for me. Gone Shooting, a bit more laid back, but well written song. And I like the vocal from Bon on there. I reckon it's really great. Up to My Neck in You, very catchy, very frenetic, but very catchy. And Kicked in the Teeth, a very good finish. So number 2, another great album, Power Age. Number 1, which has always been my number 1, people. And here it is. There it is. 1980s, The Mighty Black in Black, or as I say, the immortal Back in Black. I don't think it could happen, but will a day ever come? Will this not be my number 1? Brian Johnson on board, just Mutt Lange, just perfection through 10 tracks. There's just something about this album for me. Hell's Bells, the bell comes in. What a great song to kick things off. Shoot to Thrill's amazing. What Do You Do for Money, Honey? I love that. Giving the Dog a Bone, really good. Let Me Put My Love Into You, underrated track. You don't hear much talk about it. It's a great song. Let Me Put My Love Into You. Back in Black. You Shook Me All Night Long. Have a Drink on Me. Shake a Leg and Rock Island Noise Pollution. A Tour de Force album. A monumental moment in hard rock history or music history in general. Number one, Back in Black, 1980. So there you go, my updated AC/DC studio albums, all 16 of them. I'll just go through the list again. This is updated from today. Number one, Back in Black. Number 2, Power Rage. Number 3, Highway to Hell. Number 4, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Number 5, Flicker the Switch. Number 6, Let There Be Rock. Number 7, High Voltage. Number 8, For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. Number 9, The Razor's Edge. Number 10, Fly on the Wall. Number 11, Blow Up Your Video. Number 12, Black Ice. Number 13, Power Up. Number 14, Stiff Upper Lip. Number 15, Ball Breaker. Number 16, Rock or Bust. There you have it. And hope you subscribe. Put your list down below. 16 albums ranking them. You know, there's with AC/DC, I know all there's no re-listening to see what you put. You just that's all in here for me as far as they're concerned. And hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe and all those things. Bye for now.